What are you doing right now, dude? You looking at porn? Again? I'll take that as a yes. Ooh. Do I always look this good? Or is it just tonight?
Damn, dude.
What?
We need a professional podcast. We need a producer.
Yeah, we need a producer. Anybody out there want to produce?
Produce this.
It's hotter than
It's hotter than
a
shit in here.
dog's dick in here, dude. Woo!
I feel like I'm not even ready for this.
Well, you better fucking step up, dude. Better bring it. What do you need to do? I think you need to turn your hat backwards, dude, and get your fucking game face on. That's what I think. Ooh. Yeah, it's warm. It's like almost a sauna.
We should open the door over there.
What's going on over here, dude? What are you doing on the phone? You texting?
I feel like I should delete what's on that memory card so we don't run into what we ran into last time.
Yeah, dude.
Let me see. Did I upload it to you? I think I did.
Get that shit out of here. We don't want to do that again.
Take that. Oh, no, I already did it.
You did it?
I deleted a bunch of shit.
No, good.
It is good. Wow.
Hey, and we're back.
Dude, it would suck to be a rat in here right now.
I'm all furry and fucking hot.
I'm furry and hot.
Well, that's up for debate.
What the fuck is...
I don't really think you're that furry, dude.
I'm a little furry.
Not much.
Little baby fur.
Not much, dude. Fuzzy, like a fucking peach.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of hair. I'm not a very hairy guy. Is that all right? Do you prefer that?
Yeah, I prefer my men with less hair.
Nice. Dude, I have so many sheds I have to ship off. I was just counting them yesterday. Fuck.
Yeah.
So this is actually what I think I'm going to do to...
Charlie, you got some sheds coming. I got a bunch, too. We should ship them together.
We really should. There are, however, I do have a lot to send in, but I got to get rid of some snakes. I got to sell them. It's hard to sell the onesie twosie stuff, so like we were talking about before, I'm going to do some like group packages.
Yeah.
So I put everything together, and I got all the packages like as far as what I'm going to list on auction.
Sorted and figured out. And
a ton of them are 66%, 50%. So, I mean, they're going to sell for what they're going to sell for, and I don't care. Whoever gets it can send the sheds in and come up. Just because the odds are totally in the favor for them to prove. But I just can't use them. I don't have the space for them. I need to move them. I'm busy as hell.
When you say group, are you doing like a 3.5?
Yeah.
Or is it like
no, it's not
1.1?
So it's projects like I have one section that's clown dominant or DG hypo or pied or whatever it is. And VPI clown, DG VPI. So whatever animals I have in those projects, I'm putting them all together like that.
Fair enough. Yeah, and just throw them up.
And like the male, but for example, like I'm getting breeder male, like proven breeder males, proven breeder females in those packages as well. So it's not like you have to wait for everything to grow up.
So there's like multiple snakes, multiple like some adults in there, even maybe some hatchlings too.
And good shit. Like one of the males that I've used a bunch. It's a double visual. It's super enchy DG hypo, and then I got a hypopide in there, all proven like visual. So the hypopide's gonna go with double head hypopide stuff or whatever. So I kind of structured the projects around like a specific male.
Smart,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, because
plus other males and females.
Yeah, I'm contemplating doing that with some of my 66% double head monarch clown stuff. Because I have a lot of males. I don't need them. Even if they proved, I don't need them. I have other stuff. I have a bunch of visual clowns, a couple of visual monarchs that are all pos het. So I don't really need those animals. But at the same time, it's hard to sell like 5 males in a group,
right.
And I don't want to. Like what I'm getting at is I'm contemplating taking some of these pos double het females and doing something like that to get rid of some of the males. I have so many, dude. I've been holding back since 2021 because I haven't been able to test. And at the time, I was just gonna raise them all up and figure it out.
Well,
But
it
now
sense to do that.
yeah, I mean, at least with certain things, I guess. I don't know. Females.
But yeah, I mean, it's not just the market. It's mostly less the market than anything for me is why I'm kind of getting rid of stuff. It's the time.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have fucking time for barely anything. So, let alone animals I'm not going to use or I'm not super excited about that fit into my projects well. But they could be really good for somebody else. And if I was newer, I was getting into it, or I had this animals in those projects even, I'd be stoked. But
yeah, I did that all last year. I got rid of all that shit. I basically only have stuff that I like am wanting to breed. Like I got rid of everything that was just kind of like or like that'd be cool. That stuff's all gone. But now, because I inherited some animals, some proven breeders, I have so they're like clown combos that are het DG, and I have a bunch of proven breeder double het animals that are like the same combo, but they're not visual clown. They're just double hets. So I'm kind of like figuring out like a couple of these animals that are going to lay soon, they're gone as soon as they're back on rats, because I have these other ones replaced. I don't have any room, man. I kind of got this dropped in my lap. It's and it's a situation, but it's definitely positive for my projects because it definitely gives me a bunch of really cool animals to like really. It really puts my double het males that I've been growing up like. It really made that like very much worth keeping those animals and growing them up because with those animals I can do a lot of cool shit with now. Get some cool codoms in the project.
yeah.
But I have to make room, and it's like I'm letting go of a bunch of cool proven breeders right now that I'm like, 2 weeks ago I was like, no way, I'd never give them up. Now that I have these other females, I have to. Like,
and I also wonder if I'm going to regret it, because like I said, like I have a couple of double visuals, and I don't have anything to replace them. That's a double visual version. So it's like I have a visual het or a double het with codoms that I'm just going to risk it and replace it. But it's like, what if something comes out where it's like, oh, I needed that combo to get ahead in that project that just, is a new thing or whatever.
Yeah. For me, that what breaks those ones up for me is what the codoms are. Like if it doesn't have any codoms or if it doesn't have anything like I really like, or that's people are working with, like Hurricane, Cypress. There's like certain things that I really want to get into that project. If it's not something that is gonna benefit me on the codom aspect of it, I see it as something that is expendable.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is like if I can't use it now, or if it's not exciting to me now, or if it's not beneficial to me for sure going forward, I'm cutting ties, and it's a tough call on some of them, like you're saying.
Yeah.
But man, I just think it just needs to be done.
Well, going back to one of our first episodes too, like when we were talking about like when to buy males and all that stuff. It's like that is actually one good reason for your behalf of buying a male later is because, like, dude, it's crazy. Like I think about that all the time. Like all the animals I have and stuff, and like you start growing something up, and you have like a definitive plan in your head for that animal within your collection. You know exactly what you're gonna fucking do. And then 2 years pass, and you're not doing that. You might not even own that male anymore. And
even if you did, you wouldn't do that.
But that's the beauty of
crazy.
it to me. But that's the beauty of it to me because it's like,
Well, it's uncertainty. Like if it was very certain and it was super mathematical, like it wouldn't be as exciting of an industry or of a hobby.
Yeah.
Like it's just like you say, it keeps the interest going. So let's say for a year and a half you're stoked for this animal, and then you realize, damn, I have other animals. I've bred other animals. I've got other shit. And now these combos have come out, and I'd rather go that direction. So now I don't even want to do that.
Yeah.
And so it's like re-sparks new interest in something else. But at least the other animal kept you interested for a year and a half, or whatever.
Right, and then not necessarily be like an animal you would never use.
Yeah.
But it's just the plans change. But that's great because that means that you're doing something and you're building your collection. You're getting better. Like, what was a dream? What was like a gold snake that you made? Like a gold snake you had in the beginning that you made that was like when you finally made it, you were already like projecting further goals and like that kind of.
Actually, one of the ones I'm going to sell. It's that super OD Mandarin Enchi Yellow Belly.
Like you were stoked to make that combo.
I wanted to make that combo to use, but also just to see what it looked like.
Right. Well, that's a cool combo because it's got all those genes like really interact well too. There's like a lot of cool stuff going on with that.
But then I kind of pivoted with a couple other codoms as far as Mandarin goes, and Super OD as a baby was insane, and then as it got older, like it washed out a little bit, so it's not nearly as impressive of a snake. But as a baby, I was like, damn, this is like the pinnacle animal, and that was like I think that was a very early clutch for me, first year. But that what else? That leopard spot nose sunset het clown male. That was one of the ones I was shooting for.
It's funny you say that about OD because I think that too because I have a few OD animals that are like when they were little they're like obvious OD beautiful, and now that they're older like they almost look less orange than a normal.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
It's weird because they almost get like a weird
yeah,
green bronze color when they get bigger,
which is so weird. And it's strange. OD is a strange gene because it's one of those ones where I'm like, you can't put it in any combo and make it worse. There's not one combo that OD DGs are fucking super. OD DGs is like 6 DGs I've ever seen.
Yeah,
and like just it brightens it, it contrasts it, it does all these crazy things. But on its own, it's fucking boring. It's not super exciting.
The super and all that.
And the
stuff
super
too
can be cool,
rad,
but the only super I've seen that didn't like get noticeably browner or worse was in like the super OD pieds.
Yeah,
super OD pieds are so sick. I still like them.
I had an OD het ultramel female that I had a clutch with, and I sold her. I actually sold her. Did I sell her? I don't remember if I think I just sold it before the eggs had hatched. So she had been laid, had ate for like, a month and a half. And I sold it to a local buddy of mine, Marcus. He's like a hobbyist dude that is doing the ball python thing, small scale. But he bought it, and then after the eggs hatched, everything in the clutch was OD. And I should have known because that thing was because like I said, I have all these ODs that like don't look good as an adult. But that animal was just OD het ultramel. I always thought it was like maybe a het influence, but that was at a full size, like 2,400 gram female, super orange and like brilliant, and still it was like very good contrast. I should have known it was a super. I should have known, but he scored on that for sure, man.
Yeah.
But I was getting out of that project, so it wasn't a big deal to me. I mean,
and then sometimes it just hits like that OD clown het DG girl I got from you. Is noticeably not just a clown. It's like the orange is very nice. She's big too. She's like 1,200 grams already.
Oh, wow. She's almost ready.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with that?
I'd like to get DG and OD on the other side along with the clown, but I don't really have anything like that.
I see what you're saying. You want to do like
just
a super
I want to shoot
OD
for the
DG
super
clown?
OD DG. Yeah. Super OD DG clown.
Put it in the put the OD chocolate spot nose.
I know.
Triple het.
That's what I was going to do.
That's what you should do, dude.
Well,
Why wouldn't you?
Well, I didn't know we were talking about that.
Oh. We can talk about that.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was just kind of reiterating about that. Yeah, so I got a small collection of really nice animals. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. And one of them infiltrated my...
Yeah, one of them was infiltrated the Lions residence.
The Lion's Den.
The facility. The Lions. If you call your facility the Lions Den.
Well, we're not friends anymore?
No, we're going to be better friends. But it's only because I'm going to laugh at you fucking a lot more, dude. You're going to make me smile more than you already do, dude. No,
hey,
but... what? What do you fucking need a screwdriver right now for, dude?
I need one, dude.
Are you building a fucking... What are you building over there, dude? Dude, what is going on, dude? You're moving shit. Ow, dude, you hit my knee, dude. What the fuck are you doing? Dude, this is the shit that you guys set in here for 15 minutes to fucking wait for right here. Screwdriver. Oh, you got your screwdriver now. Let's put it down.
I'm gonna fucking equalize you if you keep it up, dude.
Dude, that's not equalizing nothing, dude.
The hell are you saying?
Why did you need that?
I'm gonna use it after I drink. I'm gonna open this lid up. I don't want to cut my finger. What the fuck's the problem, dude? Why are you being so judgy?
I'm not.
You're a judgy little bitch right now,
dude. You're
dude.
a wild man, dude. Did you fucking take some fucking Adderall or something before the show, dude?
No, I got this Prime going. I think it's really kicking in.
Oh, you're fucked. Yeah, those kicking hard.
300 milligrams.
There's something in them that make it fucking hit you harder.
It's definitely not carnivore, I'll tell you that much. But it's only 3 carbs.
Well, yeah.
Holla. But it says 200. This is that drink. It's actually the only energy drink I've ever liked because it doesn't have that nasty fake sugar aftertaste. I hate energy drinks.
Yeah.
But this one says 200 milligrams of caffeine, which is
you probably like C4s then, dude.
I don't like C4s.
Really?
What is that?
What are you, some sort of pussy?
No.
Oh.
But this is the company that they're giving shit. It's like Jake Paul's or Logan Paul's company, right?
Yeah.
That they're saying is like 10 times the amount of caffeine that's listed on the can, which I believe that because I have a very high tolerance for caffeine.
10 times?
No, it's like 5 times.
It does have a lot. That's what I'm saying.
But it says 200 milligrams. That's a shot of espresso.
But that's 200 milligrams is a small amount. So its density is inside of that can.
Dude.
It's going to hit you
A
harder.
shot of espresso is a small amount, and I can have like 6.
Yeah, but how much is a shot of espresso?
200 milligrams.
No, dude. There's no way a shot of espresso is 200 milligrams, dude.
Give it a goog.
Oh, God. Here we go. The goog man.
How many milligrams of caffeine are in a shot of espresso?
75.
Damn it, that fucking fat fingers.
Oh, yeah, it must have been something else.
How many fuck.
Fat lips.
Fat tongue, fat fingers. How many milligrams of caffeine are in a shot of espresso? Oh, damn.
Who's right? I knew it.
64 milligrams, that's it?
Yeah, I was going to say it's like 75 is like the max. It's not much, dude.
Well, 2 shots around 150 milligrams. Dude, I fuck up. My drinks have like 6 shots in them. You know what?
I know. I always do at least 5. In the big, it's got to be 5, dude.
Well, I'm crushing.
But even then, that's only 300 and something. Dude, but those things hit me. I drink C4s and all. Those are all 200 too. But when I drink one of those, I think it's because it's denser. Like there's more in less liquid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
So I think because it gets in, I don't know what it is, but when I drink those, I get all fucking jittery and the sandy paper feeling. Like, I don't know what it is.
Sandy hair?
Tingly, yeah, dude. Sandy hair, that's weird.
What do you mean tingly? Like pre-workout
dude,
tingles?
why are we going on this tangent? I had something really great to say, dude, and you just blew it all up, dude.
God, if you weren't stoned, you'd remember. Shame on you. We came to work, and you're treating this like it's a fucking hangout.
Screwdriver just blew everything up, dude.
Don't let it scare you.
Hey, re-roll the tape. Let's go back. What were we talking about?
We were talking about a male for that female, that OD clown.
Oh, yeah, I know. But, yeah.
And then you were talking about...
You need to do that male, dude.
You were talking about the male you acquired, or the snakes you acquired. We're using one of the males over here. And then I said in the lion's den, then that's when we went off track.
Yeah, your lion's den, your fucking dumbass name for your facility, dude. That's right. No, but yeah, that's a good. You should do that, male.
I am.
That'll do exactly what you want to do, and it'll be throw spot nose or chocolate, and either or. It's
exactly or super OD too. That's exactly what I wanted.
Dude,
I know,
dude. Imagine a super OD chocolate
look, bro,
Desert Ghost Clown het hypo, dude.
I didn't know we were allowed to fucking talk about that.
We can talk about anything, dude.
It's also linked up with something else already. That thing fucked in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, I bet. He's a good little fucker.
It shed out, and you can definitely see the influence of the chocolate.
We don't know if it's actually like. So I had RGI a while ago did a full panel on the babies. The snake was sold to my cousin as a OD chocolate spot nose double head.
It's an allelic double head.
DG clown. That's what it was sold as.
Which makes my male that I'm saving up for that project totally fucking worthless.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's kind of what the dilemma I'm in. That's why I'm able to say, okay, I have an inchy double het DG clown, but I also have an inchy clown het DG. So I don't need the double het anymore.
Right.
I honestly don't need the inchy.
It's not a bad problem to have.
It's not a bad problem to have. It's a great problem.
It does bum me out because actually the one that I have looks better.
I would never have thought I would have got rid of that snake like 3 weeks ago. You'd be like, no way.
Hold on, dude. Let's think about that. Why the fuck does that look so different, though?
What do you mean?
Maybe it doesn't have chocolate.
What are you talking about?
Your cousin's.
I think it does.
Because look at the only difference between that snake and the ones that I made is the OD. There's no way it's going to change it that much.
Could, because it's a allelic.
I don't think it's a allelic.
It's got to be.
I don't think it has chocolate in it. I think it's spot nose OD.
I don't know. I don't think that. I think that the OD, if OD and spot nose is way different looking.
What?
OD and spot nose, just OD and spot nose is way different looking.
Well, that doesn't look much different than a regular spot nose, except for the OD coloration.
No, dude, that thing is way different, dude.
I have one.
I think that you have.
I have a spot nose clown.
Yeah, I know. A spot nose
fire clown.
Yeah, we're not talking about visual clown here, though.
Well, I had a pastel. spot nose.
Anyways,
leopard
just
that
keep
looks
hating
similar.
on the snake, dude. You hater of chocolate.
You say I don't think it's the same thing.
All right, well, we'll find out real quick, won't we, dude?
Yeah, we will.
I mean, how long have they had chocolate tests?
I don't know. I just saw that.
I might even have the test that shows one of the animals is chocolate. I don't know. No, I don't. Anyways, dude.
Don't derail the program any further. Than
anyways,
it already
thanks
is.
for just totally shitting on my ambitions.
Dude, I've been on a major kick lately. My
What,
fucking algorithm.
Twinkies?
My Instagram algorithm just loaded full of like mega yachts.
Mega yacht,
Dude, I'm
dude, that'll
obsessed.
happen.
Have you seen some of these fucking things?
Yeah,
They're
dude.
insane.
But I don't want to look at them, dude. I want to fucking be in one.
Obviously. But that's not happening. So,
Well, it could, dude. You know, you should probably have more of an upbeat fucking projection of where your life's gonna be, dude. One day. Oh, this is amazing.
it's not working.
What is going on here? Are you making a spitter?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Fucking.
Put a fucking hole in the can already.
Oh, everyone hang out and watch.
Gotta talk, dude. Turn my mic off.
So, anyways, the stupid ass, the animal that you should probably leave that off the rest of the time. Yeah. Anyways, the animal is OD chocolate spot nose double het. Thank you very much. Was sold as that. Anyways, Andrew is an asshole and doesn't believe. I guess he's calling Bavu a liar.
Look, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it doesn't look anything next to the one I have is for sure chocolate spot nose double het hypoclon. Oh, it's hypoclon, that's right. But
Yeah.
it's for sure that
Yeah,
because it was a super, and it was a. Anyways, it's not just chocolate. So, anyways, it's a spot nose fire clown to a super chocolate butter. Hypo.
I agree.
So it's for sure double het. It's for sure chocolate, and it's definitely spot nose. I don't see fire, and that's all that's left.
Yeah,
There's
I agree
no
that
butter.
yours is like yours
butter.
look like yours are definitely that. You had three
It's
of
very
them.
dark,
You had
yeah,
three of them.
I had three of them.
You gave one away on the giveaway.
2.1, yeah.
2.1? Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks. Oh, dude, so the clutch, the clown hypo double het DG pied to the phantom hypo het DG, it looks like 3 phantom hypo DGs. 1.2. Maybe another one in there too, and I haven't sexed it. Maybe another hypo DG. So all those are all hypo DG het clown pause het pieds.
Dread.
Hell yeah.
10 eggs or 9?
That was the 10 egger, dude.
And then the last one just says 11 eggs?
Yeah, but there's a 4 egger in the middle there, dude. So, that's just how it goes. Of course, it had to be the fucking lace double het girl. I was hoping she'd lay a big ass clutch, but she's a first. She's like 2 years old, like
And of course,
almost to the
dot.
dot.
You fucking 11.
I bought that
Dude,
from
what do you? I always wonder about that.
what?
Like the rarity of a snake. Like I've noticed that a more common genes, like say yellow bellies or fires, they tend to throw like the more stable long term genes throw bigger clutches.
Huh?
Maybe that's just my experience.
Yeah. Who knows, dude? That's an interesting perspective, though. I don't know how you would know. It would just be what you have. What if you just had a bunch of
No,
yellow
it's just
belly,
based on
too?
what I have.
No, I know. That'd be, don't you have a lot of yellow belly?
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is based on the clutches that I've had, I feel like, the rarer ones, like, I don't know, maybe it's just what I'm thinking. Like that, yeah, I don't know. I have no science to back this up, dude.
This is good, though. This is good.
It just doesn't surprise me that the fire threw a bigger.
Well, no, she was okay. So the thing with the fire girl is I bought my first group from Justin of double het DG clown girls. I think I bought 5 females all at the same time. They were all 2019 animals, early 2019 animals. I got them late 2019, but they already had some pretty good size on them. She fucking grew so fast, dude. I was thinking she was that fucking, what's that one weird location where they get bigger, the Voltas or something? I was thinking, man, maybe I wonder if she's got Volta in it, because she got big fast, and I was for sure she was gonna lay eggs. Like she got up to like 2,000 grams, and like at 2 years old, she was already over 2,000 grams. She way ahead of everything else. So I was just always assuming she was going to lay eggs, but she never did. She didn't lay any eggs that year. I think 2021. She didn't lay 2022. She didn't lay in 2023. I almost was like giving up on her, but I mean, in reality, that happens a lot. You know, girls don't. I mean, I guess not a lot, but it's not uncommon for
Dude,
a girl,
I've noticed the ones that
a girl to go
size,
5 years before they'll lay.
I've noticed them shot up in size that I haven't even got clutches from.
Yeah,
in like
it's
3
weird.
or 4 years.
Oh, they haven't, but they have before.
They have follicle? No, never.
Oh, see, that's what she had follicles last
They grew
year.
like crazy, like over 1,000 grams in 1 year.
Twice she had follicles up to almost 20 mil, and then nothing.
Yeah,
2 years in a row. Last 2 years, and yeah, dude, 11 egg clutch from her, dude. That's sick, dude. And I'm pretty sure the GHI Red Stripe Clown had DG got her. That'll be badass. Nice big clutch.
That'd be nice.
It just makes the odds so much better, because it's like that's 2 clutches basically. You just double clutched on that girl for the year, you know, in a sense. That's how I feel, because I average like 6-7 eggs. I've 10 was my biggest, and then 11 2 clutches later. So like I'm not used to big ass clutches like some of these fools be pulling 14 eggs and shit.
Yeah, I sold a couple snakes that I got back to back 10 egg clutches. It was hard to sell.
You think that's a thing, though? Do you think it's
basic,
consistent? Do you think that's a consistent like basis to say like, oh, she always lays, you know, more than 10 eggs or more or something? You know, you think you can say that? I'm not saying like you. I'm just saying like, do we think that that's something that you can like?
I don't think you can
say
hang your hat
that's
on
not
it.
biased or just based on like, well, I've had her for 3 years and every year she's done it. You know.
Well, that's it. I don't think you hang your hat on it. It's not gospel, but I think that if you had them since they started breeding and every year they've produced 10 plus, it's been 3 years. I think it's super fair to say that, hey, I mean, that would be enticing for me if I was buying a breeder and knowing that they lay fat clutches as opposed to just standard 6 egg clutches. Because especially on top of that, not that I don't know if it has anything to do with it, but all the stress, like whenever I bought proven breeders, they didn't go right away.
Right. They kind of almost like recycle.
Right.
Like I got to reboot.
So all the stress they go through, plus the fact that they lay lower size clutches, I'm just like, it's not going to prevent me from buying something, but also I'd rather hear the opposite.
Yeah, like I always see that too. Like you'll see people selling proven breeder girls and like, oh, they just laid like 2 months ago or 3 months ago. So you like right out the bat are like, I'm thinking, well, you could get her now. She might go in a couple months, but I always think like you think like, odds are she's going to probably like, it's going to like throw her off all the different, the new environment. There's all different kinds of aspects that's different to them now. And so like, and that's happened a lot of times to me too. I've noticed. Or I'll send a snake to somebody that's like starting to build, and then they stopped. That happens too.
Who knows? Who really freaking knows?
I think that happened with me when I sent him on a snake. We were doing a thing with our male that we all bought together, and I sent it to him when she was starting to build, and she didn't do anything for a long ass time, and then she started rebuilding again like 4 months later.
Sorry, this is boring.
No, it's not. This is a great talk, dude. I think it's Morphinary Arts. You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
He's a breeder. He's a homie. He's bought some snakes for me. He bought a black pastel het ultramel pos het het ultramel pos het hypo off me, a proven breeder, but I didn't prove out the hypo. I actually found out later when I tested a baby. But anyways, he bought her from me, and she laid a clutch, and now it's like basically she laid another clutch like 10 months from the last clutch.
Yeah, I've had that too.
That's crazy. I've never had that. I've had them lay on the exact same day.
I haven't had that.
That's pretty wild. Like looking back and going, oh damn, she laid the same day last year.
Yeah.
You're right. This is boring, dude. Do something crazy, dude. Do something weird, dude. Show us your tits.
I paired up that Cypress Hurricane clone.
Don't change the subject. What?
I paired up that Cypress Hurricane clone to the Sunset.
Oh, I noticed it was gone.
What do you mean? Oh, you went over.
Like, I went over, was looking around, and I noticed the name tag in the tub. Like, I knew where it was supposed to be, and it
Were
was.
you gonna ask me if it died?
No, I knew it didn't die, dude. You wouldn't have fucking answered your door if it died.
Yeah, that would have bummed me out.
You probably would have fucking kicked your neighbor's door and beat the shit out of their whole family, dude.
I wouldn't have done that.
Well, do something crazy right now, dude.
Dude, I don't know. Hey, this is all about.
What are you?
Podcasting's all about.
So
We're just talking.
But in light of like my philosophy, let's talk about this. My philosophy on my collection is kind of it's ever changing, but it like really has molded in the last year or two more towards like the Aussie like structure of things, where it's like you're replacing. You're not just like growing and growing and growing and just getting bigger and bigger and bigger every year. That'll happen too, you know, naturally until I reach a certain point. I'm not there yet. But there's like this idea where and you produce an animal that's along those genetic lines but better. Maybe it has a couple more codoms, or it has a het for something, or it's, you know, a triple visual instead of a double het, or who knows. But it's an upgrade to that animal. There's a direct correlation there where you can say this animal can replace that animal. Mm-hmm. I'm doing that a lot now because space is limited, and I don't want to do. I want to
safe play.
And I also think that if I can do it right, like the timing, you got to do the timing right. You got to have the proven girls going, and then these animals you're replacing with them, you should probably breed them first and get eggs from them before you get rid of those other ones. You know, just to make sure everything's kosher with that female. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I want to always increase my odds. That's the biggest thing.
Right.
I always want to be in a position where like the clutches, there's going to be more fantastic animals in those clutches. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's should be the goal always, you know? But what do you think? Like, because I know a lot of people are downsizing right now. Okay, this is odd. Dude, you can't just shit in the middle of the garage, dude. Pull your pants back up, dude. Fucking rude. Oh, God. It smells horrible, dude.
Just trying to get my water.
Dude, that's fucking well played.
I'm just trying to get my water.
Did you wipe?
What?
Did you wipe?
Ew. Grody.
I don't know. That wasn't really the answer I was looking for. No, but I think because a lot of people are. Something happened.
Keep talking.
Something happened to this guy, dude. Did you hit your head again?
My first snake was named Jake. I never got.
I bet.
Jake the Snake. He was one of my favorite wrestlers.
There's so many jokes there.
Jake the Snake Roberts?
Yeah.
You didn't watch wrestling. That's why you weren't allowed
I did
to.
watch wrestling.
You weren't allowed to because you said your dad said it was fake.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I still watched it. And that's how I knew that, because he'd fucking always walk in the room and be like, turn that off.
Do you ever watch just the promos, like on YouTube or Instagram or anything?
What do you
Did you
mean?
ever come across like the promos they would do where...
Oh, like newer shit now?
No. But the 80s and 90s
Oh, like they
wrestlers.
re-show shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
I
the
do all the
best.
time.
Dude, they ad-libbed like all those. They made up their own little spiel. Their own little
When they
promo.
would do those, like...
When when Ultimate Warrior would come on coked out of his head with Macho Man Randy Savage, dude, they're the best.
Dude, those guys...
They don't get boring.
Yeah.
They're all super fucking talented in that sense.
Right, dude.
I wasn't a big, like, as a kid I was, but as I got older I was not a big wrestling guy. I dipped when, before Stone Cold came around. I was like, I mean, when The Undertaker was like new to me before I got out.
I feel like we're in like intervention and you're like confessing all
No, I'm
these
just
things,
saying that if you think about it, like, performers, they're
Yeah.
sick as hell, dude. They don't
Oh
have
yeah, that's
scripted
what,
speeches.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah,
Ric
they're
Flair, all the
definitely
Dusty Rhodes. It's fucking amazing shit.
the shit they would do is pretty crazy, especially when they do like the really gnarly shit, like fall off the ladders.
No, I don't mean that. I mean the promo. I'm just saying
Oh,
from that.
like acting,
Yeah.
like throwing
They're
it
so
down.
good, and they're funny as hell.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow.
Sick. No frame. We're sound like
How
Troy
the
there.
fuck did we start talking
Yeah.
about fucking?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
don't-
I heard you're gonna. I heard we're gonna be on Partho Clutch.
Yeah, I was supposed to. You need to be more. You need to get involved in the conversation, dude, or give him a call, dude.
We're supposed to do it this month, right?
Yeah, so give him a call. That's like you have like a direct line to this dude.
See what I deal with?
I don't understand why you don't just call them. I'm like on our page of Instagram in the messages talking to them. Like, yeah, hey, cool,
Just
let's
set
get
it
a
up.
time. And you never even look, dude. You don't even look. You don't even
You don't
message.
even care. Dude, I'm busy, bro. What do you want from me? I got juggling 10 plates.
I know. Fucking juggling 10 plates.
Dude, I saw a funny
Fucking
thing.
devouring every single fucking item on each plate, dude.
I saw a funny thing. There was this kid. Comes up to his dad.
Yeah.
He's like, if I throw this glass plate in the air, it's not going to break. And so the dad's like, fine, just do it. So he throws it up in the air, and the dad just lets it go, and it shatters. And they both look at each other, and he's like, dad's pissed off. And he's like, you were supposed to catch it. And then I was going to say, see, I told you so.
Dude. That's great parenting right there, though. There's a lesson there. There's a lesson there.
Dude, did I send you that thing where there's those two black dudes? I think I forget where they're from, but he's like, when I snap my fingers, you're going to forget that you were gay. And he snaps them, and then the guy goes, wait, I was never gay. He's like, exactly. He's like, no, you can't just do that. You can't just say it. He's
Dude.
like, sure, whatever you say.
I think that happened to you, bro.
That's so fucking
I think
funny.
that happened to you.
I watched it. I was baked when I saw it the first time last night, and I was like, this is dumb.
You probably watched it.
And then I didn't
30
realize, then I
times,
finally
dude.
got the joke, and I was like, this is hilarious.
Oh, you didn't get it at first?
No, 'cause I was so stoned.
That's the funniest part
I thought it
of
was
it,
one
dude.
of those cheesy fucking.
Oh, that's the funniest part, dude.
Yeah. But it's amazing. Sorry.
So
Parto
yeah,
clutch, let's
what do
do
you?
it.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. So what exactly have you paired that mail to?
Sunset. Which mail?
The one that I
It's paired up with the GHI head clown.
and something else.
Nope.
You said it was banging something else, dude.
No, that's the only thing it's been in with.
Oh,
It's in right now. It's locked up.
oh, you were talking about the Cypress hurricane.
Yeah.
that was banging everything, dude.
No, he's in with Sunset.
So yeah, we need to figure out how to best streamline making the best possible odds for Monarch Sunset Clowns, dude.
Do you have any Monarch head clowns? Females?
No, but I have
Or
males.
clown head oh, no. What?
No, we need that other. Yeah, we need Monarch head clowns.
Well,
Dude,
I
it's
have that
wild.
female.
My
It
Monarch,
proves out.
my Monarch clown girls, all of them. None of them are. I think all of them. I don't think any of them are going to go this year, dude. Maybe one.
See what I'm talking about? The ones you want the most to go oftentimes don't go. What is that?
Yeah, but I'm not bummed out about it, dude, because it just is what it is, dude.
But I have that female that I don't know if it's clown. She's like 800 grams. At Leopard Spot No Sunset. Just pause that clown.
Yeah,
I just have to get a shed sent in. That's one of the ones I have to send in.
I know you have. That's what I'm saying. That female with that male would be perfect, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd probably be good timing too, because
What's the male?
it's a spot nose
Monarch.
Monarch.
Get all dead animals.
No, they won't. They'll be fucking badass, dude. They'll slither upside down, but they'll eat like motherfuckers.
That would be sick though to have a Powerball.
A Powerball.
Powerball.
Powerball. It'd be a Powerball clown. Double hit. Monarch Sunset.
Nice. Hey, when I edit this, it always looks like we're slouched down below. I think we need taller chairs.
Dude, we just need better chairs, dude.
I know these chairs suck.
This is like, this is when they like, when you go to church at a school, like the church uses a school and they pull out their chairs, dude. This is what these are, dude.
And like the trailers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's all right. No, it's not. We were
That's
just
okay.
talking about how we needed better chairs. It's not all right. What are you talking about? Are you stoned right now, dude?
No, I'm fucking sober as a church mouse.
Wow.
Change that though.
Is that a thing?
Church
Like
mice?
sober church mice?
I think so.
Like they have to distinguish themselves?
Just it's not a place that's full of alcohol. Although they do have a lot of wine.
Yeah,
there,
they have a
so
lot
I
of
don't
wine,
know.
dude. I don't know, dude.
That's just a saying.
Probably should be said less.
Okay. You're real down in the dumps today. You're real
I'm not.
negative
I'm
Nancy.
great, dude. I'm happy, dude. Who? What?
You're real negative Nancy today.
I thought you said you were a real Marilyn Manson. I was like, what?
No. I didn't say that.
Thank
you asked
God.
about my diet earlier.
You what?
You asked about my diet earlier.
Fucking my bad.
Yeah. I've been a naughty boy the last 3
I know,
days.
dude. I've seen all those Twinkie wrappers, dude, on the
No,
side.
not Twinkies. Just I was falling off the wagon hard. But I was good today. I was like perfect today.
Yeah. I got sick of eating fucking.
At a prime.
I had the horrible fucking first world problem of getting sick of the taste of Smoked ribeye, dude.
Dude, you didn't even start the diet.
I ate smoked
you
ribeye.
You said you went to the store, got all this meat.
I did.
And you have yet to start the diet.
I ate it all. I've been doing it.
Along with all the carbs, too. Probably.
I haven't been eating carbs that much. I had one day where I cheated.
Not much.
No, I haven't been, dude.
You can't cheat your first
Like
week.
even today, I went to In-N-Out and I just got Flying Dutchman, dude.
Hell yeah.
With both kinds of onion.
Dude, you fucked up.
I don't care, dude. I'm not. Do you think I'm gonna give up salsa, bro? Are you fucking that?
Tomatoes are.
I know, but I don't care. Dude, salsa. No, I would never give up salsa.
After my buddies went
A
to the
good
funeral
salsa,
the other day.
dude, I could live off salsa.
To my buddy's funeral the other day, went and ate Mexican food afterwards, and I was actually super disciplined the whole time. Those chips and salsa were just
They're
fucking
screaming
staring
at
me
you.
down.
and it was
dude.
probably like the bombest shit too.
staring me down. Fuck, it's
Wow,
brutal. Chips and salsa are good,
dude, I saw the funeral that you went to. That was like I saw it on the news.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Yeah, they shut down most of
it was
downtown
like a
LA
big
right
old
there.
thing on the. My parents, they're old. They're watching news, and they were showing like the actual proceedings or whatever, and then the outside downtown or whatever, like the people walking out. I was like, oh, Andrew was there.
Mm-hmm. Show was.
And then you had to go all the way out to Colton or something,
No,
or Covina.
Covina.
Yeah,
Stand on the side of a hill.
is that big cemetery out there?
Yeah,
I know you're talking about right off the freeway, huh?
yeah. Forest Lawn Mortuary.
Yeah, that big one.
Yeah, man.
That's sad. It's really sad.
Take this times for granted.
Yeah, it's wild.
It really is.
Man, you're about to have another baby, dude.
Any day now.
Any day now.
Jeez.
And also, Nicole is gonna give birth too.
Yeah, man. I'm nervous. 2 under 2.
Why are you nervous?
2 under 2.
What?
2 under 2.
What's that mean?
2 children under the age of 2.
Oh yeah, I couldn't imagine, dude.
I'm uncertain.
Dude, I'm so happy.
This is foreign territory. Man.
It's like this being my second child that of my own, but having helped rear other children. There's like that there's certain thresholds, like as a kid grows up, that you're just freaking out about, and one of them is learning to swim, dude.
Oh, that's right.
You know what I mean? Like
Tell me about that.
that one is like the worst for me, dude. And it's like I want them to learn how to swim as soon as possible, and then I don't have to freak out about it anymore, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
Wait, you said Waylon can swim though, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's gotten really good this summer. He started to at the end of last summer when he was like, what, 3? Yeah, 3. He started to get it towards the end of summer, and then this year he's on it.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure if I want to get a vasectomy. I'm not.
Dude, just cut your whole dick off at this point, dude.
I don't want to.
Why not?
That would
Why wouldn't you
suck.
want to, dude? No, but seriously, dude.
No, seriously, I don't know if I want to try for it. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, though.
Just,
Could be a good idea.
dude, you can just dress one of yours up as a boy, like once a week or something, dude. Just get it out, dude. Get it all out. Go throw a baseball with them in the backyard for 15 minutes. Call him champ for a little bit,
Sport.
sport, whatever. Get it all out.
Yeah.
Just give me
I don't know,
15
we'll see.
minutes every Friday. I don't know. Like I'm all about like, hey, yeah, dude, whatever you want to do, whatever people want to do, But if you were asking me, and I know you haven't, but if you did, I would
What do
be
you
like,
think?
dude, fuck no. I would not. Like, I don't know, because I know what it takes, dude. And then I already know, like, dude, I couldn't imagine, like, there's already a lot on the plate, dude.
This is true.
And it's not like it doesn't happen and it doesn't work out great and it's not going to be, but it's just like, in like hindsight, you'll be thankful for it, But that's just how it is, dude. How are you not going to be thankful for
gonna have
your
to
own
weather the
kid, dude?
storm,
You're not going to
too.
be upset about your own kid. Like, fuck that.
I just think that
like,
hopefully holidays are lit down the road when I get older. And
they better be,
useless.
dude. Someone's got to wipe your ass, dude.
Yeah.
You're getting almost to the point where you can't even do it right now, dude. That's a fucking far reach, dude. Oh, man. What are you looking at me like that for, dude? I can see you. Yeah, dude. Get that screwdriver away.
Did you like my painting?
Yeah, dude.
I
I wanted to clown that so
I went
bad,
to a
dude.
sip and paint last night.
Yeah, dude. I don't know how you did it with that picture. It's got to be Photoshop because you look so thin in that picture. For
That's
any
a
of
good
you that
angle,
hasn't seen it, go to Redwood Reptiles.
It's not up there, is it?
Yeah, dude.
No, it's on Nicole's page.
Nope. You posted it on yours, dude. No, I don't know. It better be on your page, dude.
It's
What, are you
not.
not proud of that, dude?
It's not on there.
Ah, dude. It's crazy how much both pictures resembled Andrew.
Yeah, it's not on there.
Have you ever got a spray tan?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Have you?
No.
Have you ever been in the...
I thought it was a fake thing for fucking ever. I thought it wasn't even a real thing until you told me about them. And I was like, oh, that's a real thing? I thought it was a joke.
No, it's a real thing.
Like spray tan? Like, really? Come on, dude.
Yeah. Dude, it's that or just be a pasty fat ghost.
I'd rather be a pasty fat ghost.
I'd rather be a fat ghost with a base.
Dude, just a
Base
fucking
tan.
pasty orange ghost. You look like the inside of a fucking Reese's
It wasn't
fucking
orange.
peanut butter bar, dude.
Dude, I looked fucking totally bronzed out. Natural.
Oh, dude.
No, it sucked when I'll tell you what though, the air that they spray in that thing is not warm. They do it out of like a fucking airbrush.
Airbrush. Yeah, I understand about.
It's cold as hell.
That's not good, dude.
It's not.
Do you do your genitals?
No.
Why not?
Why would I?
That look weird, dude.
Do my genitals?
Fucking orange dude with white, just a
White-
fucking
with a white
pale
bag?
fucking, a pale horse, dude.
Dude,
A pale hog, dude. Come on, dude.
my undercarriage is kind of tanned. It's weird. It's not like pasty like me.
Ah, that's fucking weird.
I think it's the
That's-
the Mexican in me.
The only Mexican in you, dude.
Fucking tan dong.
It's not the only Mexican you've had in you. I'm talking about food, dude. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Gross, dude. Hey, so you know it, like so that's what I'm doing now. Like it's a whole nother, like 2025 just fucking got thrown off with all these animals now, because I'm thinking about the odd ratios between different pairings that produce, like this one might produce not as good of odds or less genes / recessives, but this one produces more cool codom combinations, and it still gives me the same odds as what I had before. You know, it's like weird math now that I'm doing, trying to figure out where to best use some of these animals.
Isn't it weird how like you get hung up so much on just simple pairings?
Yeah.
I do it all the time. I'm constantly changing what I want to do, and it's like I really have to. It really takes some like thought. I have to put it on paper. I have to match them up. I have to look at future pairings. What am I going to have? What's the best possible situation for this? You know, what's the byproduct going to look like? It's all fun. I mostly gauge it off what's going to put me in the best position 2-3 years from now.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't want to waste a year like we've talked about before, making something I can't use in 2 years.
Yeah, and then also on the other side of that is just kind of coming to terms with the fact that that's going to happen. And I guess that kind of goes back to the original point when we started talking about this, is that like everything that you're like, and this is a good thing that you're progressing in your goals. So like things that you thought of in the beginning, looking back, it's not where you're at anymore. It's still cool to make it if you make it, but like the goal should always be to be in that position. I feel like where you're just always progressing further. Like this year I made goal snakes that I wanted to make when I first got in, but it's not, don't get me wrong, it was awesome, dude. It was great. It was the greatest feeling to see it in the egg and stuff, both times. But it wasn't like, it didn't have that feeling of like a finish line of any sort anymore to me. Or in the beginning it felt like, man, I can't wait to make that, And to a degree, like that's kind of probably one of the flaws in my projects, especially early on. I've gotten out of a few of these, but I did do a lot of things where it was like they were really like gore, like the core of the project was like you couldn't really do more than that. Like the Holy Grail project that I had, it's like, man, I really wanted to make one,
It's
but
like
then
a ceiling project.
but also once you made one, it would have been like, okay, I made one, and like I couldn't. Not to say there aren't people doing more with it, and there are like subtle I think, maybe not
Justin did
not
some
as
really
subtle
cool
as
stuff.
I
Like
should say
Justin
subtle. Yeah,
by adding Enchi or super Enchi, like Justin's
right. Put it in the OD and all the different weird stuff in there, bringing the pattern back out, making it more patterned animal. But for me, what I wanted to do and what I was trying to do, it didn't work because my where I'm at now is like I feel like every snake in my collection, even if it's like Monarch Clown and a DG Clown, like these different pieces I have, Hypo DG, like every Xanthic, all those pieces are interchangeable. I could literally do anything with any of those animals. That's kind of what I want.
Yeah.
It's tricky to get to that point.
But it's like you have to think about it. You literally have to sit back and think about every female and every possibility. Then you got to think about the workload for the male. Like if I'm going to pair it to 4 females at one time, let's say, in the breeding season when it starts, it's like, okay, where's the ideal females to do that with, And then maybe there's a female, but this one would work better with this male. I have to do everything. It's like. It's a good problem to have.
Dude,
I've
done it to where I've thrown a snake in, and then literally 5 minutes later, I was like, fuck, that's not a good pairing. This one's better.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
take
yeah,
it out.
I did that the other day.
Just tease them.
I did that the other day. But, yeah.
Dude, speaking of evolving and learning, I like that post Miguel put up of his, like, first little setup.
Oh, I know. That was crazy. I was tripping out because I was trying to look at some of the animals, and a lot of them were, like, super like het pied. He had like a het pied, like an OD het pied or something, and then like there was like even a couple animals in there that were like single gene codon.
Even like I went back a while ago and looked at like some of his first videos too, like the tone and everything. Just like with anybody else that puts content out, you totally change and evolve on camera too.
Oh yeah. Well, look, I think we have. I know. In the beginning, I was not nearly as comfortable as I am now.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much better I am. I don't know. I'm not claiming anything like that. I just know that I feel better. And it's a lot more loose, and we probably talk about a bunch of shit nobody wants to
I stress less about the structure of it now. Before, I remember I was like, dude, we need to have...
I wanted to be just like the complete opposite of anything else out there, And
yeah.
That's cool. Like, it's fresh. Hey, it may not be for you. Maybe we're a little too vulgar for you. Maybe, who knows? Maybe we talk about too much other bullshit. We're having fun. We're going to do it. There's people that like it. There's people that hate it. Whatever.
Yeah, you're not going to please everybody. But we also can't fake the funk. Like, if this is going to last, if this is going to be something we do for a long time, it's got to be natural. It's got to just come normal.
And it's the only way I would do this. Because honestly, like... I've always been like, fuck that. I'm not making another YouTube channel. I'm not doing another fucking, let's have a podcast and invite, and interview people and ask them the same fucking 10 questions that everyone else has already asked them 10 fucking times. Like, I've always been like, no, like, it doesn't even interest me.
Well, we both aren't really big fans of
structure.
Yeah, I was going to use the word before it, but like mandatory structures or anything. Like,
yeah. No, it doesn't work well. But it also, like, it doesn't, I don't know, like, I feel like if you're holding to some sort of, like, standard's the wrong word, but if you're, like, holding yourself to, like, to do certain things and to speak certain ways, then you're holding back you're holding back yourself, I feel like. And I don't ever really want to ever have to do that.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm not going to do that in real life, and I don't want to do it even here, like, I don't know. It's fun too because I feel like there's like our shtick and stuff. It's kind of like in character in a sense. Yeah, but we also like
it's who we are.
But we're way worse when the camera's off. Unfortunately, if you thought there was a happy ending there, there's not. I think it's like I know best
content is off camera.
Yeah, but I know that there's certain things that, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not like there's obviously things that. There's a filter in here because we're doing this, and I don't want to offend anybody. Never intend to offend anyone, but I know that people get offended. So, taking that into consideration, there's a lot of things that I hold back on. I'm sure you do the same. But it's like, when the camera's off and we're in here doing rats, it's fucking way worse, dude.
Well, it's way better though.
It's way funner.
So much more entertaining.
Yeah, well, but you know what? To be honest, it's probably a lot more funnier to you and I in the moment. Like, I don't know how funny some of it would be like,
yeah, but there's parts that we've had.
there's
that
people that have the same sense of humor that would fucking be like dying, but I
Yeah.
also think there's people that would like just completely like
be turned off.
like this is dumb.
There's like been whole sections of podcasts we've done that I've chopped out just because I'm like, I don't want to deal with the backlash of certain
know.
language or certain topics, and
I know.
so I'm like,
I noticed that happened last time, or one of the either the last episode or the episode
The one
before.
before.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, son of a bitch, dude.
Mm.
I fucking.
It also didn't really flow very good too, but it was
No, and that's
it was
fine.
more offensive than it was valuable.
That's good to do, and that's probably why we don't do live. But even in a live situation, the filter would be a lot tighter, dude. I would definitely be. And not to be, and it's not even to get monetized. It's just not to fucking. I don't want to fucking. We're not trying to piss anybody off or like.
We're not trying to get canceled.
You know,
We just want to get canceled. We just don't want to get deplatformed.
disenfranchise anybody or group of people or anything, dude. We're funny. We think shit's funny, dude. We laugh
Well,
at
like,
everything.
do
We
we
laugh
have-
at ourselves. A lot of shit's funny. If something isn't funny, then nothing is funny.
So, yeah, and our thing is that, like, we don't have any animosity or any hatred towards any group or anyone's lifestyle or any whatever. But I also think that doesn't mean we can't joke about it. I think people conflate the two in a negative way, saying like, "Oh, you're laughing about this. That means you're insensitive to it, or you don't give a shit, or you don't like these people or that, or this topic or whatever."
Right, that you
and
just
it's not
take
even
it-
that. Like
yeah,
we're
taking
both-
it too serious.
Yeah, we're both like, super generous, super caring. We care about people. We don't want to, upset anyone. But
Yeah.
it just sucks that nowadays in this day and age you have to, self police.
Dude, we're taking
language.
America back, dude. Fuck this shit. No more. What's that word? What's that word that people use to like? Oh god damn, dude, it was a good word too. Doesn't matter. Hey, we're taking America back, dude.
Dude, you sound like you're gonna storm something.
Dude,
The
I
storm
like it.
Capitol?
No, dude, I don't storm capitals, dude. I'm not a Fed.
I know, right?
Only Feds storm capitals.
Dude, all those.
Hey, but well, go ahead.
I was gonna say I've seen those like certain rallies or random protests where you'll see an entire school bus full of masked, quote unquote, I don't know, name the right wing group that they swear that it is, but it's like
The Proud Boys.
them or whoever, but it's like, dude, you could tell by the way they move, by their whole setup, by the whole get down. Like, so many of those dudes are feds and plants. And
Yeah, I just saw something
actually
about
know
that.
for a fact.
I just saw something about that.
and I won't say why, but I know for a fact.
I know why. Anyways, yeah, they're yeah, I just saw something about that actually. They were showing like these people, like these agitators that were at the Capitol, and they're showing like who they are, and then they're actually like members of like Antifa.
Yeah, you see the ones getting
They're,
caught
like,
changing
like,
out
brought
into
in-
like Proud Boys gear during that time.
I
Those footage.
know that I saw there was something where they were putting on like MAGA gear, like they were putting on their hats
Right,
and stuff.
but, yeah.
They were all like by a van, and they were putting
Yeah.
MAGA hats on, and
it
like
was
they were getting
all-
all suited up.
It was all a bunch of evil hippies.
Yeah, you could tell, dude.
Yeah.
They didn't even look like anyone that would.
No,
No, they're definitely a bunch of betas,
it's
dude.
insane, dude. The whole thing's insane.
Bunch
We
of
live in-
cis beta males, dude.
We live in severely strange times.
Dude, the stranger and stranger it gets, dude. I was just thinking that, like, man, if you could just bottle up the last 3 months.
It's pure chaos.
I mean, just think about just bottle up the last 3 months and then put them aside and then go back to that right before all that shit happened. Dude, look how much has changed in that time of like Biden's not even running for president no more. Kamala Harris, the fucking most hated person in her own party by
Yeah.
her own people in her party, is now the
nominee when they didn't
yeah,
even
like
have
the unequivocal fucking face of the party and like the best they have to offer and the greatest fucking choice they could ever make.
Well, see, it's not weird to me because I've seen it.
Trump got shot.
Yeah.
RFK dropped out and is now backing Trump and is going to be in his administration. Dude, it's like dude, that is insane. Like if you really think about it, like I mean, it's hard. I guess it's kind of hard because, we don't look at things like that. I guess, but if you really look at that's a lot of interesting pieces falling apart there.
Well, like
Or
it's not
falling
weird to
into
me.
place in some cases, I
I
guess.
followed politics for quite a while now, since like 2007. like closely followed it, and I've dipped in and out when it's just too much, and even now I can't do too much because it drives me nuts. But in that time, I've seen exactly what's happening now. It's just not at such an obvious scale, and it's interesting to me that people don't just straight call it out as what it is, which is bullshit. It's all propaganda. It's all nonsense, and it's not surprising, but it's kind of interesting to me how bold and brazen they've gotten with their tactics. They're not hiding it. They're doing everything but saying, "Hey, we're doing this." It's like they're showing you, and people still like, no, that's something else, or that's Russian disinformation, or whatever. See Putin endorse fucking Harris too.
So many people are
funny.
So many people are waking up though to it. For me, it was weird because I was probably like the only 13-year-old that would like try to run home from school so I could watch the Rush Limbaugh show, dude. Like I was a staunch right-wing conservative, like just a Republican, you know, for most of my life, pretty much. I mean,
those kids?
And I remember what happened was the riots like fired me up.
Seeing Reginald Denny get his fucking
and like just getting like
clean.
like I'm young and impressionable, and to see this live on my television screen, and like to be completely unaware of any of this really, beyond like, you know, maybe something you read in the paper or something at the time or on the news, but to see this live and just to see like this crazy like societal breakdown and like the aftermath of that, and like seeing politicians line up on either side of it and like politicize it, and like I think that really is kind of like the beginning of where we're at now, like with how fucking tense the race relations are in this country. I think it all kind of began then.
It got so much worse, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I think there was a period before that where it wasn't. I mean, there's always going to be problems, and there's always going to be differences in opinions, and like there's going to be problems. Let's be real. But I feel like it wasn't as big of a problem for a certain period of time there, and then it became a problem, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until what we've had the last 6 years. Well, longer than that actually. The last 10 years,
just
maybe.
The last 4 years has been utter chaos.
But I mean, you can see it progressing and like just getting worse and worse.
Yeah,
but
it's all a bunch of fucking malarkey.
I feel like I was, you know, I've obviously. So I'm not. I'll say that I align with what a conservative would, you know, on a basis. I mean, but I'm a anarcho-capitalist. I don't believe in government at all. But I align like principle-wise and understanding the world that we live in. I definitely align with conservative values. Although I don't think Republicans are conservative at all, and I don't.
Not most of them.
I don't partake.
Yeah,
I'm not a party member. I don't endorse any party. I'm like I said, I'm an anarcho-capitalist.
I didn't give a shit about politics forever. I just parroted what most of my family said, which
that's
was very liberal.
That's kind of how it was for me
care.
too. I just kind of parroted what was before me. Like,
yeah, and then it wasn't until I was like 23 that I was in a job where these decisions were actually affecting how I did my work or what things I had to learn and
how much money you could make.
Well, not only that, but just like the social issues that were passed down as far as crime goes and as far as how to handle things.
Yeah.
Like all these things now that I never gave a shit about were directly affecting me in one way or another.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, you know what? I don't like being the intellectually fucking.
You're also out there seeing it, and you're in society and like and witnessing it and dealing with it.
Yeah.
So you see
that's my point.
Yeah, you see it
so
too.
I
You're
see
like,
the
holy
ramifications
shit.
of it, and I'm like, dude, that's happening because of this. And then come to find out, that's a policy that passed. It's like, oh well. So it gives you a much better analytical perspective on stuff, especially when it just hits the market, when stuff just gets passed and how it gets passed. And so, like, I just didn't like being the ignorant one, you know, being surrounded by older guys and guys that were into it. And I
critical thinking, dude, that you kind of really, and common sense too. Ironically, that those two are tied together. Weird, huh? But no, going back to like, so I don't fuck with no political parties, but I love the idea of Trump.
Dude.
The concept, the idea, if you think of the idea of Trump, this is a guy who's not a politician. He's been a businessman his whole fucking life. He's kicked ass. He's done a lot of things. Like, I mean, he's done freaking TV. He's done a lot. He was at one point was well liked by just about every corner of society, upon him as like a great guy and a friend. And he comes in and wants to run the executive party like an executive. Imagine that. And did really well. Mm-hmm. I mean, I witnessed that shit, man. I saw the difference when I worked in downtown LA or downtown San Diego for 3-4 years prior, and like 3 years in to Trump's presidency, and I saw the difference. In Trump's presidency, you couldn't drive anywhere in LA and not look around you and see fucking 10 cranes building a fucking building or fucking doing, like, it was insane. And I remember it was so different than what it was like the years prior. Yeah. Where and you know, everything was tight back then. It was just you could see growth. You could see people like building and investing and moving things and you know what I mean? It's just
for sure. And like to touch on that, like I think I have a more like my perspective. Like I said before, when I would just parrot what I'd hear, I was ignorant, like as ignorant as I possibly could be. And nothing was rational, nothing was logic based, and it was all emotion based. And so, and I used to say all the dumb shit that I hear now from these crazies.
So you did parrot the leftist kind, not leftist, but
on
the
a very
Democratic
base level, like
right, like I know what you mean.
You know, like
he wasn't a big deal to you either.
This president's good. Or that,
he wasn't a big deal to you.
I didn't even give a shit. Yeah. I got a buddy in high school. Shout out Matt Koppel, who I'm still friends with, and he was like you were saying, like he was always up to date on the stuff. And when shit would go down, and I remember during 9/11, he was fucking fired up. But when shit would go down, he would like try and, dude, can you believe they're passing this? I'm like, dude, that's gay. Who cares? And brush it off, but it would piss him off, like to know him. So I would just goad him, just intentionally, because that was funny, because I didn't care. So now I know, like, I see the people that come at this strictly with emotion and based off some cultural thing they heard that they want to align with, and it's just like, I know what you're doing, and you'll never admit it, but it's never fact based or emotion. I'm talking about the crazy. Like, you can have differing opinions, and I know people that are on the opposite spectrum of the political or opposite end of the political spectrum, and that's fine, and I don't care. Totally like if you actually said, if you knew everything about it and you were just okay with it, and we're just fundamentally had a difference of opinion. I'm fine with that. I'm not going to, but it's when you try and force your shit down my throat with nothing to back it up. It's like, and then you get mad at me, and it's like, dude, how are we going to have a conversation if you have no substance?
Well, when did it become like an issue that somebody didn't hold your views either? Like that, I don't feel like that's always been the case.
Dude, I don't care. I just don't like being preached to.
It just seems like nowadays it's like people think that you're entitled to their opinion, dude.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're entitled to my opinion. Like, right. That's how they feel. Like, and it's weird to me. Like, people really get upset and, like, can't, like, they allow that to, like, completely, like, shun themselves from that person or just completely remove that person from their life.
Everything in society culturally is based on politics.
People are so...
And it was never that way.
And I think it's true for both sides. People are so... Oh man, they're like chomping at the bit. Like people are like, to me, like the political thing. It's all just a fucking like we hold no power in this country. This country is not what it's advertised as. We have not been that for quite some time. Like, I don't think. I don't know. It's just like there's so many reasons to not trust the government at this point in time.
Yeah, well, that's another crazy thing too. Like,
and like I don't see it like on the side. Ironically, like my change from being like a member, like a Republican conservative like person, that change actually ironically happened. It started with George W. Bush, like with a Republican.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, for the naysayers that like whatever, like no, this is like this is like years of internalizing and reflecting on all kinds of shit that I've come to my views, and like
one of the things,
I don't know. I've had a lot of people like come at me like I'm an idiot, but maybe I am, but that's just I've, like I said, from 13 years old I've been knee deep in this shit, and I got to a point in my 30s where it was like, dude, it's all bullshit, man. Nothing fucking changes, dude.
And the fact that these little weenies have the power to dictate the way we raise our families and live our lives is crazy, because
the reality is, as far as government goes, I mean, it was, if nobody knows this, it was put in place, and the Constitution was written strictly to protect the rights of the citizens. That was your job as a senator or whatever, like as a representative of a group of people. Your job was to just ensure that their constitutional rights weren't infringed upon.
Right.
That's it. It wasn't, hey, you get to decide what the new rights are. You get to decide what I'm entitled to based on what you think, not based on the Constitution. It was never like that. And so that's how it's run. And these same people are going into office making a couple $100,000 a year and coming out worth $130 million, yet nobody talks about their investment prowess. It's like, it's insane. So to think there's no insider trading or anything of that nature going on is just...
Well, dude, all you got to do is look
dumb.
at the process of how they write bills and how it works.
Right.
And you can basically boil it down to it's no longer for the people. It's for the lobbyists and the special interests. It's the people putting money in the politicians' pockets that get what they want. And it's exactly a revolving door between these industries and these
pharmaceutical companies,
and these different, like, you know, it's corrupt beyond what anyone wants to admit. That's the sad thing too. Which, you know, going back, this is why the idea of Trump is so rad, because he's just coming in and like a bull in a china house, dude. And I love seeing that, and I love seeing it, and I love seeing RFK Jr. like saying, "Hey,
but look
I'm putting aside like my personal views on a lot of issues to side with this man because I realize what's at stake."
And dude,
that's a fucking Kennedy, by the way. I said that.
Look at the team he's assembling. It's like if you were to start a business and you wouldn't do it based on delegates or whatever. You're not going to put, like, he's putting RFK, who's in great shape, especially for his age, in charge. You know, he's going to handle the health side of things, right? Yeah, makes sense.
He's going to completely
Elon
rewrite
Musk
the entire.
Is going to be doing stuff. He's putting people in place, regardless of their political affiliation. He's putting the right people in the right place that actually belong in that position. Not some fucking 450-pound dude telling you shouldn't have soda. It's like, you're running our Department of Health. You're really.
Yeah,
like, look inward before you. I couldn't sit here and preach anything that I'm not.
I don't know, dude. I feel like too at this point, if you can't see it, because it's like, to me, it's different. Because back in the day, they did a lot of shit like behind the scenes, and it wasn't so obvious. But the left is so obvious nowadays with what they're doing.
Yeah, and
I feel like if you can't see it and you still think that these people are working on your behalf, or that they have your best interests at heart, like it's like I have run out of sympathy or empathy, whichever it is. I'm not a goddamn psychiatrist. I don't know, but I've run out of, we'll say, both of those things for people that continue to just tote the party line. And I see it everywhere, and it's like I stepped away from like Facebook like years ago, and I haven't had a Facebook. But every once in a while, someone will send me a Facebook thing on like Messenger or something, and I'll open it, and it'll pop up the thing, and then it'll take me to my page, and I'll see people that I haven't seen in like 8 years, dude, that I knew were like, and they're like leftists, and they're like they've gone full, like they're even worse now into the fold of that whole like. That whole narrative, and it's like, oh my god,
what do you think the appeal is? Like, what type of person does that?
I don't know, but there's to me,
I have a theory.
I think it's different now. So I think when I was younger, when I was into this stuff, I saw the appeal of the left to people was like it was twofold. It was like there was this underdog mentality that the left had, that Democrats had,
right.
Is that they were rooting for the underdog. So I think that they had that. And then I also felt like they were just more, they seemed to be more like, I don't want to say down to earth, but they seemed more like in tune with, you know, generationally. Like it seemed like the conservatives were all the old white men that had been in power forever. And it seemed like these new faces were all on the left. So I think that's what appealed people to him now, and what people drew them to him. But I think the problem is that they have not come to grips with the fact that this party is not what they joined. It's not what they signed up for, you know. And right. I don't think they've come to terms with that.
Right.
And so then what happens is they just it's that confirmation bias, and they just double down, and it becomes a feverish pitch because it's just a constant battle from two people doing the exact same thing, just from on opposite ends of the aisle. You know, hence the right. That's what I always say too. Like, why do you think they call it the right wing and the left wing? It's because it's just two different wings on the same fucking bird. and it's the bird that's going to fuck you up, not the wings. You know?
Yeah. So, but at the same time, you go in as a politician, you get into that world. That's got to be a pressure cooker of an environment as far as career wise.
Well, yeah, you probably figure out real quick how corrupt it is and how if you want to fucking maintain your
toe the
power,
fucking line.
you better do this and do that. And
So that's another element that, people just have to be more principled and not be so afraid of losing their fucking.
Well, that's like I said,
lifestyle.
They don't work for people. They work for fucking special interests, for big industry. That's who they work for. That's who they're writing policy for.
Yeah.
That's what everything is designed. Everything is designed around that. And it's
Big Pharma's taken, is such a big role in this that we're not even able to do all these groundbreaking tests or all this research that's being done.
Right.
It's proven in other countries. We can't even do it here because the FDA won't authorize it because that'll put some pharmaceutical companies' product off the shelf.
And you want to talk about a revolving door there.
Right.
That's what's crazy.
So the fact that they can decide that without a
they're
vote,
policing
the fact they can decide a
themselves.
lot of shit without votes blows my mind.
Yeah.
And then they have the nerve to tax us the way they do. I was talking to Nicole earlier that we're talking about her taking time off. She's saying, I might take six weeks off. She works for herself, but I might take 6. But even if you were employed with any corporate job or anything here, you're going to get what as a woman, 3 months max, maybe, depending on how much time you have. Who knows? I know it varies, but
it's changed too in California. I know they've done like crazy fucking shit with it.
But if you go to Europe, in particular Germany, they full pay. The government covers the full cost for up to a year.
Yeah,
and the spouse can get it if they want to get it too. But just saying a year for the mom, which think about all the like bonding and all the necessary things that happen in the first year of that child's life. Like that's a great thing. I'm not into socialism
but at least they're allocating the funds correctly, dude.
Well, that's my thing, and that's what I was going to say is that I would be okay with it though if that's where the money was going. But we all know it's not going there, and our roads still suck.
We're throwing all our money to fucking Iran and the fucking in the Ukraine and just.
All of that money is ours, and the fact that they spend
Israel and all the other ones too. Like, let's be fair. Like, it's crazy how much money gets thrown out of this country.
I'm curious at what point. I'm sure it was always like this, but at least publicly, what point did society become okay with these elected officials just making all the decisions without the input of the?
Because it's the frog in the water, trick, dude. Or you just turn the heat up slow and it doesn't know it's getting hot until it's boiling and dead.
No, I know, but do you think there was ever a point where it's like, man, that was a weird shift. They're just doing everything on their own now.
No. I mean, yeah, kind of. But then the next thing caught their eye, dude.
Or do you think that another option is that people always just had trust in the government because people are probably more trustworthy back then, although there was some crooked criminals. But I'm just saying, like, do you think that was culturally, that's how things were? You just trusted.
I think that's true, but on a generational scale too. So, like,
well, that's what I mean.
Like, my people my parents' age, like the boomers or whatever, they are, well, at least from what I've seen, are very devout patriots and very old school in that sense, right?
Ish.
I mean, and then I think that next step below them, the step between them and me, I think is more the other way. That's the fucking hippies in that generation.
Yeah, so I mean, especially if you look into Vietnam too,
right? That's what I'm saying.
That was like a huge pivot.
There's a huge shift, dude. Because you got to think, like, people of my dad's age, they're born in like the late 40s, so they're like World War II is still kind of a fucking, a thing. It's a very recent memory, at least,
right?
And you're growing up in that, and then you're like, the Korean War is popping off, and everyone thinks it's going to be World War III, and then you become a fucking 18-year-old and you're getting drafted into the Vietnam War. Like, what a crazy...
And that was really the first war that sparked as much controversy as it did. Like, that's when things got real critical. I mean, just everything leading up to that's insane. And we pretty much turned somebody that was pro-America, pro-capitalism into...
the thralls of fucking...
into our arch nemesis.
Yeah.
It's so strange.
Basically.
It's so strange.
Yeah. And it's like now they've released that the whole, what is it? What's that bay? Tolkien Bay or whatever? That whole event that started the war didn't even happen. And that they've released all those documents and shown that. Like, it's legit. Like, that whole thing was like a complete fucking, what do they call that? Like a false flag.
False flag.
They created an event to create the necessary, like, support in Congress and stuff to actually, but it's funny because they never actually even declared a war. It was
Dude, watch that Ken Burns episode on it, or is the little documentary on it. It's really good.
Yeah. That war really changed the tide of a lot of, it really made a difference. And then, like, getting out of that whole spiel for a little while and being more home based and building the economy, which is what happened in the 80s, put us on a really good track, and then we just fell off the wagon. I think in the 90s it was like NATO, dude. I feel like all those incursions that NATO was involved in, like Serbia and all that, like that, we had kind of like a globalist. You know, Clinton was president, dude. He's a globalist, and I think that changed the dynamic. We started getting more into these like conflicts all over the world, you know, where it's almost like humanitarian conflicts, which is such a strange fucking term, but literally that's what it was, dude.
You brought up earlier about the 92 riots, and I'm just thinking politics are usually downstream of culture, and culture dictates everything, really. So
what dictates the culture, though?
Well, that's my thing.
The media. 100%.
Right, but it plays to a certain side. But my thing is, like, I was trying to think, when did this country go from being, you know, the 80s, like the 80s were pretty much the 50s as far as patriotism goes. It was during the Cold War, all this stuff.
But there was also not as much conflict going on.
But the 92,
what we're getting trying to get out of
is the Rodney King thing.
Russia shit.
That era,
yeah,
is what really, I think, started shifting things culturally.
Oh, I know, 100%. If you look at it from all angles, there was so much going on culturally, socially, like that was like, you know, MTV. Like, I know it may sound stupid to some people, but MTV was starting to do like The Real World, and they were starting to do like
Puck.
Well, just but even like they were just trying to present like it wasn't just music videos anymore.
No, I know.
It was a complete shift to almost like but it was like I really feel like it now, looking back, that it was just a propaganda machine to spin like the left's narrative in a sense.
But I think it became that after
exposing people to things, you know, like putting things out in the open that no one else really had the balls to do back then. Good or bad, they did that, and it changed. I think it changed culture big time, and that's just one aspect.
Well, yeah, you had, because the World Wars was such a big deal, and the first one was in San Francisco. It was during the AIDS epidemic.
Right, that's what I mean. There was a lot of things
Pedro,
that nobody really talked about.
And he died on the show. That dude Puck was like the first fucking scab punk that's ever been, like, that dude ruled.
And then, but he was so like,
he was such a dirtbag.
But the way they painted it, well, I mean, how much of a dirtbag was he really? Like, I feel like some of that was.
You know that guy. You could tell the guy was a dirtbag.
Some of that was contrived, probably. Like, they probably wanted him to be like they probably.
No, they probably made him more of a villain.
Told him like, "Hey, be more like that guy."
My point is like you're starting to see different sides of society on the mainstream.
That's what I mean, and you're seeing interactions that you wouldn't see anywhere else.
And not
people
scripted.
were afraid to, you know.
Yeah.
People were afraid to even come out prior to that, for the most part, in the '80s.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe the Real World is who we should really be mad at season 1.
The Real World fucked us all, dude.
Hey,
wouldn't that be the irony though? It's called the Real World, and it's like, yep.
Dude, that's it right there.
That'll fuck you.
Dude, you need to throw that out on Q. They might eat it up.
Maybe.
I don't know where Q is.
I don't know either.
I don't. For the record, I don't fucking.
What are you drinking, dude?
Pellegrino.
Fucking bison blood? You fucking carnivore diet motherfucker? No, but there's so much about that. You're right. That period of time was very strange. And I think it was kind of like, I think it was the beginning of what we're living in now too. Like, I think you did see the shift of like a lot of corporations and a lot of like money people started kind of shifting that way too. I think you saw it. That's when you started seeing like the Goldman Sachs. You know, Goldman Sachs now is like a fucking huge Democratic donor, dude. You know, which is wild.
Dude, how'd you get to Goldman Sachs right now?
You gotta.
You're all over the place.
No, I'm just saying, like, there's like these people, like there was a shift.
I thought you were fucking with me, trying to throw me off.
No, I'm saying for real. Like these people used to be donors for like Republicans, for like the people that were gonna make you like the cap. But there was a change even there in that period of time, where you started seeing corporations kind of lean more towards the left and start donating to Democrats.
I think for all its glory and amazingness, the internet fucked everything up.
No, I think the internet is a positive though. Because, dude, think about what world we would live in if we didn't have the internet, and they were pushing all this fucking bullshit on us. And then
True.
it makes you wonder how much bullshit were you getting pushed on back then before the internet.
True, but
And then you find out that the Vietnam War they've contrived the entire fucking event to make it happen. So like that's what I'm saying. Like if
It
you
isn't
trust
that
the government
positive,
at this point,
but-
dude, like I don't know what to tell you, man. Go the Tuskegee fucking experiment,
go
dude.
read a book, dude.
Yeah, I mean, dude, there's so
Scary.
many fucking things to point at to where it's like, you still do? You still trust that? You still think they have your back?
Yeah, they've totally sparked
don't.
a fucking race war. It's insane how bad it's gotten. It is insane,
You're fond of that cup.
dude. I had it for
You
a
kind of
while.
look like that guy right there, dude.
That's at Walmart. Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, he kind of look like him, dude. Look like a young version of him.
Nah.
Yeah, dude.
Sorry.
You know, if Jake the Snake hated the snakes.
Did he?
Yeah.
I saw that documentary. It was depressing. I don't remember him saying that though.
No, I don't like watching those things, dude. All those wrestlers have sad stories, dude. It seems
The
like.
movie The Wrestler is depressing. But
Oh,
it's
I
really
know
good.
that movie fucking sucks, dude.
And then that new one I heard is really good. Zac Efron about the four brothers,
Zac
wrestlers.
Efron, dude.
No, dude, that one. It's called.
I think I know what you're talking
I
about.
want to watch it. I heard it was good, but they all fucking talk about a family curse. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't tell me no more though.
Jeez. Okay.
I don't want to hear about it, dude.
Dude, we're at an hour and 26.
I know we're doing good. Probably gonna shut it down soon, dude.
Nobody's watching this right now.
Nobody's watching it right now, but somebody's gonna watch it then,
I don't think so.
which will be there now.
Is that temperature thing jumping?
An
Is that
hour
what that
then.
says?
I don't think so, dude. Oh, it's a little bit. It's in the yellow, dude.
Interesting.
Very, very interesting. Well,
Let's wrap it up then, dude. We still got to wrap.
so in hindsight, dude, we've got a lot to work to do to figure out some of these pairings for 2025.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. And I got to move some shit. I got to get some of these girls out. Got rid of a couple already, but yeah.
We need to get shit going.
And then we need to fucking start
we need to figure our stuff
cross
out.
shit. Yeah, we got to start cross training, dude. Our fucking projects, dude.
Cross training.
That's right,
That's a term you are extremely unfamiliar with.
dude.
Cross dressing, maybe.
It's rude.
Cross training.
I knew you were gonna say something stupid like that.
What?
I've never done that.
You make a hot bearded lady.
Actually, I did do that one time. Now that I think about it, I think there's actually pictures of it too. That's fucked.
You need to put those on
Yeah,
the
but my
page.
homie Mark. I know he's not watching this, but perchance he does. He has the pictures.
Shoot those training pics. Redwood Reptiles.
I think I was wearing a wig and like a bikini, like a spaghetti top, and I was posing on a beat up ATV like 3-wheeler, dude. Drunk as shit.
Yeah.
Years
Fucking
ago,
Lot lizard.
I had a much better looking body back then.
Damn.
Times they are changing.
All right.
Well, it's been fun. We rambled a lot tonight.
Yeah, you did.
It was fun though, dude.
You had something to say.
I did. Talked about a lot of stuff, dude. Either like it or you don't. Hey, but either way, we still love you.
The underdogs are on top.
Yeah.
Hate it or love it.
Yep.
Not
Also,
really.
no victim, no crime.
What?
I was just stating my political beliefs real quick. It's all right there.
Got it. Shout out to our sponsors. We love you guys.
Yep. Grade Writer or shedtesting.com.
Saw that.
Yeah, shedtesting.com. Shane over at Small Town.
Baker.
Your buddy Baker, dude. He was going to
You
fuck
love.
you up, dude. You're so lucky you didn't show up to that event because you were going to get your fucking ass beat, dude. He was going to tie you up, dude. He told me, too. He's like, I want fucking, dude. That motherfucker, he thinks he's going to do anything to me. He's like, dude.
No,
I'm
he
fucking
wouldn't
eat
have
him
said
alive, dude. He said he had a special treat for you, dude. He was bummed you didn't make it. I don't know what that means. Could have been like a Hershey bar or something, but also could have been like a rear naked choke or something crazy, dude. Dude, I'd love to see you get beat up by Baker. That'd be fucking awesome, dude.
And shout out to Troy, Best Dress Balls.
Nah, dude, when I shout him out.
Drome No Limit.
No limit.
My dog.
Who else, dude? We have other sponsors, don't we?
You said it, Charlie.
Oh, I know. I thought there was another one. That's 5?
It's 5, dude. They dropped off once we took our hiatus.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, we suck.
We just suck. Yeah.
Our bad. Our bad.
We're back, though, dude. We're shining.
Our
We even
bad.
put 2 episodes out in 1 week, dude.
Dude, we're actually all right.
We're doing pretty good.
We got one bang.
I don't even think there's much editing needs to be done here.
This whole thing could be clipped and nobody would fucking be worse for the wear.
We could wear brown bags over our heads too.
Dude.
Oh, look at this guy, dude. Damn. Before we do the rats, this is trouble,
I did
by the
that
way.
blinker right quick.
This guy's going to be
Scared.
napping in the fucking rat tubs, dude. He's going to be sleeping in the fucking old rat bedding.
No. Okay, bye.
Good night. Because you're like, oh, I don't think I'm ready for this, dude.
That's my process.
I know. You just,
I have to get into
well,
it.
at least you don't have to punch yourself in the balls anymore, dude.